Good morning, world. It is 1:19 in the morning. The good news is today the internet court is here again, so after I finish my video, you guys will be able to watch my amazing video. Obviously. You guys will be able to watch my amazing video, obviously. I don't think my step parents are going to take away the cord anymore, hopefully. Because it's been... Ivan, how long have your step family been doing this? They've been doing this since 2009. Ever since after high school, obviously... I remember in 2009 they kept taking away. I told you my story. I remember they kept taking away the core. They kept breaking my games, my DVDs. They've been doing this for like 11, 12 plus years, man. You know what I'm saying? Usually they've been taking it for a good like month, 2 months, 3 months, and after 3 months they stop taking it away, and then they don't take it away for another 4 or 5 months. And after that, that's the pattern. You get the same pattern. 2, 3 months they take the core away for a month straight, 2 months straight. They've been taking away the core for 3 months straight, man. You know what I'm saying? But I always watch movies. I always have movies to watch, and so I'm not bored since there. I always make sure I download 1 or 2 movies. I might perhaps watch Return of the King. Tomorrow I'm excited because tomorrow I get my check. I can get my beer and my smokes. I'm gonna watch Return of the King. And Rabrad might perhaps upload the first part of The Last of Us Part One remaster on his channel. Perhaps tomorrow, or perhaps either tomorrow or September 1st, most likely. Because Rabrad usually gets games. He gets early copies of the game, early copies of the games. Obviously, the companies send him like early copies, like pre-order copies, right? Because Rabbit doesn't work for the companies, but because he promotes their games, they send him, and he has millions of followers. They send him all these like games and all stuff and consoles. He has connections, obviously, right? Yeah. Yeah. So today's your lucky day. All you guys on the other side of the world, you'll be able to watch my video in a couple hours from now. And all you guys on my side of the world who are sleeping right now, who are nighters, you'll be able to watch my video in a couple hours from now. And all you celebrities who struggle sleeping, I'm saying, because you're depressed, because you're a dirty slave, obviously, and you have crazy schedules for your work, obviously, you guys will enjoy my videos too, obviously. As I told you, I guarantee you a lot of celebrities, they watch my videos for comfort, obviously. You know, Ivan's my last hope to get out of this place. Yeah, I'm the last hope to freedom. As in Hollywood, they're successful and famous, but they're dirty slaves. They have to do what they make their money. You know what I'm saying? Because for my company, there's no dirty stuff. No, it's free, get your free cash, your freedom. All I ask, I'm gonna tell them, look, man, because I'm giving you your freedom, all I ask is you work double harder for me. I want you working harder for me. Yeah, don't worry, but I'll work harder for you than I even doing fucking Hollywood, man. You're giving me my freedom, Ivan. Yeah. Guys like Keanu Reeves, and Ben Affleck are gonna work harder for me because I gave them their freedom and I paid them more money on average than what Hollywood pays them. You know? You hear the noise, I'm eating food. So, excuse the noise. I made a fresh batch of coffee for myself upstairs. So in a good, like, I don't know, 10 minutes from now, I'm going to go upstairs and get my coffee. If you don't like waiting, just skip the video. If you don't want to wait, some Zara. Yeah. So Rings of Power is coming out September 2nd, which is this Friday. Arvin, you excited? I'm not really excited for it, but I'm a little bit excited for it. But I mean, I'm not like super crazy excited. I'm more excited for Avatar 2 and Wakanda Forever. I'm excited for those movies more, and John Wick 4. Whereas television shows, I don't have that much hype for. I'm not that so super excited about a television show. Because television shows don't have as much hype as movies, I'm saying. That's why I'm not a fan of television. I'm not a fan of. Well, I mean, I'm not a fan of television. I mean, I'm not a fan of. I'm not a fan of starting my own network. I don't want to do a Zania's television show. No. I don't want to do a Greatest Kid television show. No, I want to do movies. Movies is better than fucking television, I'm saying. Or television, you have no life. You film like an 8 episode, 12 episode season. You got to film for like 6, 7, 8 months of the year, man. You know what I'm saying? You get like a month off, and then you have to film your next season. You have no life, and the money in television isn't as good as film. As most television actors get on average 400, 300, 500, 600, 700. Pretty good money. And the stars get like can negotiate for their million, 900,000, million, million, five, $2 million, even 3 million sometimes. It's not the kind television money is better than independent movie money, but it's not better than big budget movie money. Big budget movie money, that's where the money is, man. That's where you make your money. Wow. That's why every B-list actor, television stars, their goal is to be an A-list actor, obviously. Hopefully I become a big movie star like Will Smith, Henry Cavill, Ian McGregor, you know what I'm saying? Tom Cruise, Tom Hiddleston. Hopefully I become a big star like those guys. But I told you, it's not easy. It's not easy. Becoming an actor is not easy. It's tough, man. You have a lot of competition, and your chances of getting into the big budget movie market is very slim. And that's why they all network, obviously. But I told you, no one gives work because they're all selfish people, obviously. Yeah. Ivan, would you give word? I would gladly give word if I was in Hollywood, but I told you, if all the actors network with me, I wouldn't be able to give words for all of them because I would forget I would forget half the people who ask me, obviously. But I'll probably give a few people some word. As if I was in Hollywood, all the actors would network with me. Oh man, could I be in your movie? Because they know they're my movies and launch a career. But I wouldn't mind giving word, but I told you, if 100 actors come up to me, I won't be able to give word for all of them. I'd probably give word to maybe a good like 5, 6, 8 of the actors that I remember. Was the ones who I don't remember, I will not give words, I'm saying. But in Hollywood, because these actors work so hard to get to where they are, they did all the dirty shit, obviously. They did, like, you know what I'm saying? They smashed a lot of people. Don't hate me, you know what I'm saying? They did a lot. They worked really hard to get where they are. They worked so hard just to become an A's actor. They're not going to give word. Because they don't want this, they don't want this B-list actor rising to their level. Or if I give word to this B-list actor and my producer chooses him for my next big budget movie, one of the producers choosing who when becomes big, he might become bigger than me. Yeah, they're scared. Hence why they don't give word, obviously. So there. And it's understandable. I understand why the Hollywood actors don't give word because it's not an easy business, man. It's a competitive business. They all work really, really hard, man, to get to where they are. They smashed a lot of people to get to where they are, man. They're not gonna just give this fucking beast actor word. No, they work really hard, man. Yeah. Just like the Zane's actors are not going to give. They're not going to give what? They're not going to give what? They're not going to give any of the Hollywood actors word to me and VJ or my 17 because they know they don't want these actors to be lucky like them. Obviously, the lucky chosen. They don't want these actors to be the lucky chosen, experience that buzz of I and VJ like they have. You saying there's 2 reasons why the Zane's actors are not going to give word. The first reason is they don't want these actors to be lucky like them, obviously. I don't want these actors to be lucky like us, experience that fame and glory with I and VJ. We're a co-star of this movie and we're getting paid we get our freedom, we get paid our free millions. I don't want these actors having that luxury, obviously, to be in an I and VJ movie. At the same time, they don't want the actors under them to be bigger than them. They don't want the bigger A's. They don't want the A's actors to be more successful, obviously, because they're selfish, obviously. Right? And the third, there's actually three reasons. And the third reason is those very same actors brush them aside. Okay? Those very same actors brush those actors aside. Some of those actors that network with them brush some of these actors aside. They either brush them aside, or if those very same Zayn actors ask them for word, they also wouldn't give word either. Hence, what makes you think they're going to give word? No, they're not going to give word. Because Hollywood is a competitive business. They're all selfish people. See what I'm saying? Yeah. They're all selfish people. Yeah. There's some even C-list actors who might even ask me and VJ for word. I don't know, when I go on a world tour in like a Vancouver, you know what I'm saying, Los Angeles, I go to Los Angeles, obviously. Some actors all the C actors, their goal is now to work for SkySource, obviously, because SkySource is bigger than even Warner Bros. And Disney and all those companies. And they know my company's clean, where they know Hollywood, you have to do dirty shit to be famous. So I'm saying, Hollywood's all dirty, whereas Ivan's company's clean. And it's once I start SkySource, even all the actors worldwide, their goal is to be signed by SkySource now. They want to be signed by the big five companies in Hollywood, or the big television companies, networks. But their ultimate goal is to be signed by SkySource, because they'd rather work for me than work in Hollywood. They know, they know. Yeah, if in Hollywood that all comes at a price, man. It's all dirty there. Yeah, Hollywood's dirty. You have to do it to make your money. See what I'm saying? Whereas Ivan's company's clean, and they'd rather work for a clean business. They would love to work in Hollywood, obviously, because people do anything for money. But they'd rather work for me because they know my company's clean and my company's better in Hollywood. See what I'm saying? I told you, your chances of getting into my movie is not high, man. Like 0.01% chance of getting in. It's not high at all, man. I'm only going to have, for Zayas, I'm only going to have a good maybe 35, 40 characters. There's like 10,000 working actors in Hollywood. And then for the Great Escape, I might have 20, 25 characters. And your chances of getting cast is not high, man. See what I'm saying? It's not high. Hence why the Hollywood actors are going to be desperate. And they're going to network with all the actors from Zanus. Those have been crazy, man. They're going to network with them. You're going to see Daisy really networking with John Boyega. You're going to see, you know what I'm saying? You're going to see what? You're going to see Robert Downey Jr., Chris Hemsworth, Mark Ruffalo. You know, you're going to see Scarlett Johansson. Scarlett Johansson is most likely chosen in the Great Escape, but she's also going to network with Don Cheadle. Yeah. You're going to see all those actors networking with Don Cheadle and like Idris Elba. Yeah, man. Hey, man, Don, you know what I'm saying? If I choose Don, I might choose Vigo over Don. You never know. We'll see what happens, but if Vigo's chosen, all the Lord of the Rings actors are going to network with Vigo too. You're going to see Elijah Wood, Sean Bean, Orlando Bloom. You're going to see Ian McKellen and all those guys networking with Vigo. But Vigo's not going to give word because he doesn't want these actors to become bigger than him, obviously. See what I'm saying? Yeah. As Ian McKellen has better connections than Vigo. He's more successful than Vigo. He did X-Men. He did some big franchises, obviously, after Lord of the Rings. His net worth is double Vigo's net worth. He's worth like $60 million. Ian McKellen's going to ask Vigo for word. Vigo's not going to give word. Yeah, you brush me aside. I'm not giving you word either. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You're going to see Billy Boyd. You're going to see Sean Astin. You're going to see what? Liv Tyler, Hugo Weaving. You're going to see all those guys networking with Vigo if he's chosen, obviously. And if Don is chosen, you're going to see all the Marvel guys networking with Don Cheadle. Something crazy. You're going to see Chris Hemsworth networking with Don. Hey, Don, man, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Don, we did Avengers together, man. You know what I'm saying? We were co-stars. It's not going to work. He's not going to give word, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, can you please give IME a good word about you, man? I really want to be that man. Please, yeah, don't worry about it. I'll give him word. He doesn't give word. He's not going to give word, man. Because they're all selfish. Don does not want Chris Hemsworth to be what? He doesn't want him to be to be more successful than he already is, and he doesn't want Chris Hemsworth to be what? To be as lucky like him, obviously, to be the lucky chosen saved and be a co-star in Ivan's movie, and experience that worldwide fame with him, get his freedom, experience his SkySource company. He doesn't want all those Marvel actors to get that same luxury. Hence why he's not gonna what? He's not gonna give word. See what I'm saying? He's not gonna give word. Obviously. You're going to see Daisy Ridley. You're going to see Oscar Isaac. You're going to see Adam Driver. You're gonna see the Rose actor. I forget her name. The Asian actor, right? The Rose actor in Star Wars. You're gonna see her. You're gonna see the black actress who was in Rise Skywalker. You're gonna see all those Star Wars actors. You're gonna see the actor who was in Jurassic Park, the general, whatever, the general woman with the purple hair and Last Jedi. Yeah, you're gonna see all those people in America with John Boyega and Andy Serkis, something crazy. But Andy Serkis and John are not gonna give word. They're not gonna give word. They're not gonna give word. I keep saying that. They're not gonna give word because what? Those very same, I guarantee you, John Boyega tried to network with Adam Driver and Oscar Isaac. They brushed him aside because Adam Driver and Oscar Isaac are A-list actors, but they're not that big. They're like, eh. They're like the Mike. They're kind of like hybrids, rising stars, A-list actors. They're kind of like Michael B. Jordan. They're only worth like $10 million, $11 million. They're not that big, but they're A-list actors. Ever since Rise of Skywalker, I've seen Oscar Isaac on them land big budget, major roles in big budget movies. Dune, he did Moon Knight. Adam Driver did House of Gucci. I'm saying that's a smaller blockbuster. He also did The Last Duel, major role in The Last Duel. Yeah, they're A-list actors, but they're not that big. They're kind of like, they're not that big. Those guys are worth like $9 million for your movie. They're not worth any more than that. If Oscar Isaac and Adam Driver were my movie, I'd pay them 9. I wouldn't go any higher than 9 for them. I'd pay them like $9 million. Highest I'd go for them is maybe 9.5 for my movie. They're not that big, see what I'm saying? They're not worth any more than 9. If they wanted 10, 11, 12, they're not worth it. My point is they're A-list actors. And I guarantee you, John Boyega, he probably asked, hey, can you give your producers a good word about me? You know what I'm saying? John Boyega is doing pretty good. Like, ever since he did Rise of Skywalker, he's been landing, like, independent movie roles on Netflix, obviously, because he's a rising star, obviously. And he landed a pretty major role with The Woman King. The Woman King is a big-budget movie. So he did that, and he's been doing a lot of independent movies, and he's landing, like, he landed a role in The Woman King, a pretty major role in The Woman King, which is a big budget movie, obviously. He's a rising star, you know what I'm saying? And I heard he signed like a deal with Netflix for like an African documentary series. He signed like a multi-million-dollar deal, like a couple $1 million deal with Netflix. Yeah, so he's doing pretty good, obviously, but he's not successful as guys like Oscar Isaac and Adam Driver. You know what I'm saying? You can tell John Boyega and Daisy Ridley, they're struggling a little bit to land the big budget movie roles because they're not A-list actors, they're rising stars. Whereas you see guys like Adam Driver and all them landing major roles in big budget movies because they're A-list actors. You see the difference? We see the difference. Yes, John Boyega is not an ace actor. He's a rising star. He's getting there. He's rising, but he's not an ace actor yet. But once he's in my movie, it will launch his career. He'll become an ace actor. He'll become even bigger than Adam Driver and Oscar Isaac after he does Zanus. You know what I'm saying? If I choose him, most likely I will choose him. Obviously, you see what I'm saying? Yeah, guaranteed. He asked Adam Driver and Oscar Isaac for word, and they never gave word, man. Because they're all greedy. They're all what? They're all selfish people in Hollywood. That's what I'm saying. So if they ask John for word, John's not going to give word to Oscar Isaac, and he's not going to give word to me or my 17 for Oscar Isaac and Adam Driver. No, he doesn't want them to be lucky like him. He doesn't want them to what? To be more successful than what they already are. Yeah, now that I'm in Ivan's movie, you're panicking because I might be bigger than you. At the same time, you know I'm the lucky one chosen, lucky one saved. I'm going to get to experience that international fame and glory with Ivan. Going on that crazy world tour. I might not go on a world tour. Go on, you know what I'm saying, experience that crazy buzz with Ivan and VJ worldwide. The buzz of the fans. Experience Ivan Skyscraper's company, the unheard technology, the air Tedell himself. You know I'm the lucky chosen one. Now you want to be an Izu and you're panicking. And now you ask me for word. Where were you when I asked you for word when we did Star Wars? You didn't give word to any producer. And now that I'm in Ivan's movie, you want me to give word to Ivan VJ or the team. Hey, can you give word to the team? Can you give word to Ivan VJ, man, please? Give word to John, man, and Dave. It's John and Dave are the boss now. Can you give word to the team? Give word to Ivan VJ, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, don't worry about it. Give word. He's not going to give word. No, I'm not giving you word. You brush me aside. I'm not giving you word, man. You brush me aside, or you would brush me aside if I asked you for word. Yes, hence why they're not going to give word. I'm not giving you word. If I asked you for word, you would brush me aside. I'm not giving you word. Yeah. You brush me aside, or if I asked you for word, you would brush me aside. Hence why they're not going to give word. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to give word. Because in Hollywood, they're all selfish people. You see what I'm saying? They're all selfish people. Whenever you're in the big leagues, and everyone's getting paid. All the working people are getting paid a lot of money. It becomes very competitive, and everyone is selfish. Obviously, it's not just for Hollywood. You also have the sport leagues. The sport athletes are all what? They're all greedy people. They're all selfish too. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? The GMs, it's all very competitive when you hit the big leagues, man. Because that's where everyone's making their millions. Everyone's making a lot of money. Yeah, the big leagues, it's very competitive. Obviously, you see what I'm saying? Notice all the Hollywood actors, because they're in the big leagues. Obviously, they're in the Hollywood system. Obviously, it's very very competitive because they're all in the big leagues. They also know Sky Source is the big leagues too. Yeah, Ivan VJ's movie is the big leagues. Yes, it's bigger than even Hollywood. Yeah, Ivan's company's even better than Hollywood. Yeah, my company's Sky Source is the big leagues, man. Hollywood is the big leagues, but like Sky Source is the bigger leagues, man. Like Sky Source is the big leagues because I'm paying the actors even more money than even how much Hollywood pays on average. You see what I'm saying? That's all the bigger aces are gonna make like 38 million to like $150 million in royalties, and I'm paying them 16 to $30 million salary, and like you know what I'm saying, like 4 to like 20 24 $9 million in bonuses. You know what I'm saying? I'm also giving them post filming bonuses from like 3.5 to 10 million in bonuses. Yeah, I'm paying them more money than even what Hollywood pays on average. There's sometimes when Hollywood can pay more, but it's rare. Chances are I'm beating out Hollywood on average easily. With the royalties, I'm now easily beating out Hollywood. See what I'm saying? Yeah, Ivan and VJ Scott's company is the big leagues, man. Like that's where like if you wanna make your money, man, if you want your career, if you want your career to be launched, if you want to experience that crazy like Ivan's movie is the big leagues, man. You're looking at worldwide fame for that. Whereas our movies are side fame. Only like 50, 30, 40 million people are going crazy about it. Whereas Ivan's movie is the whole fucking English speaking world. Yeah, it's the big leagues, man. Big leagues. Ivan's movies are the big leagues, man. His movies are all doing like 100+ billion in sales, man. His merch is doing like 60, 70, $80 billion in sales. Yeah, it's the big leagues, obviously. Hence why all the Hollywood actors want to be in my movie so badly, obviously, in Hollywood. It looks crazy. They're all going to want to be in my movie so bad. Yeah, I thought it'd be cool to talk about this topic. I thought it'd be cool to talk about the Rings of Power coming out this Friday, obviously. Also, The Last of Us remastered walkthrough on Rabbit's channel is coming out any day now. Probably either tomorrow or September 1st or September 2nd. Rabbit usually uploads this game like a day or two before the actual release date because he gets like early copies of the games, right? I thought it'd be cool to talk about this topic here. The networking in Hollywood. Something crazy, man. Yeah. You're looking at all the Hollywood actors. All the Hollywood actors what? All the Hollywood actors networking with what? With all the Zane's actors. What will be the craziest networking? The craziest networking will be the Zanus project, obviously. Because I just started my company, obviously, and what? The Great Escape will be crazy networking too, but not as crazy as Zanus. Because Zanus, I just started my company, obviously. And Zanus is a unique story, and once these celebrities read my book, like holy shit, I wish I can be a part of this story, man. This is a masterpiece. Yeah, man, you guys are. Something about tell the actors, man, you guys are fucking lucky, man. You get to be a part of this amazing story, man. Like Eratet, the devil himself, he feasts the king bat of the mountains, a prehistoric fantasy world like Middle Earth, the animal kingdom in the cursed south, the holy kingdom in the north. Yeah, the Southerners call the North the Heavenly Kingdom. Obviously, they call it the Heavenly Kingdom. Whereas the South, they call it the dangerous, like lower lands, whatever it is. I don't really mention what they call the lands in the South, but they call the North the Heavenly Kingdom. The Southerns. And the Southerns have never been to the North. Most of them have never been to the North. Because the road to the North, they know the Northerns don't like them, obviously, and they know the path to the North is dangerous. There's two paths to the North. You either take the main route. The main route is safer because in the main route, the only thing you have to worry about pretty much is Eratet's spies or like the wild crows and wild ravens. You might perhaps spot a wolf, but it's highly unlikely you're going to spot a wolf because the wolves live tens of miles away in Barak. It's like a day's journey to Barak. It's far, far away, obviously. But the path through the mountains, you won't make it because you have to go through the cursed mosquitoes that bite you all. If you go there with like 5 people, you won't even make it. You won't even make it to the what? You won't even make it to the make it to the ancient Gillian city. And if you do, you're gonna be what? You're gonna be severely injured because you're looking at thousands of mosquitoes swarming you. You know what I'm saying? You could make it to the ancient Gillian city, obviously, but you're gonna be filled with mosquito bites, man. The mosquitoes are gonna bite you. Thousands of mosquitoes are gonna bite the shit out of you, man. You see what I'm saying? They're gonna bite the shit out of you, obviously. And you have the jaguars who guard the entrance of the city. So it's dangerous, and to get to leave the mountains through the ancient Gillian city, you have to go through where Ephesus and all his bats sleep. And if you wake up Ephesus, he'll kill you. Obviously, as you're not gonna make it, man. Your chances of making it isn't. There's a small chance you could make it. You might perhaps sneak through the room and be quiet, and hopefully the bats don't wake up. But if the bats wake up, you're dead. They're gonna kill you all. They hate the humans. You know what I'm saying? The path to Zanus is dangerous, obviously, and the Northerns don't like the Southerners. The Northern season Southerners are gonna send them back. Oh, you're not welcome here. Yeah, they don't like the Southerners. You know what I'm saying? The Northerns do not like the Southerners. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they read a book. Holy shit, man! You guys are lucky to be a part of this movie. Yeah, man, this is a fucking masterpiece. Yeah, it's a masterpiece, man. This is a masterpiece, man. Holy shit, you're fucking lucky. You know what I'm saying? You guys are lucky to be a part of this story. Yeah, they're gonna be so envious and so jealous. All these Hollywood actors are gonna be really, really jealous. Yeah, give me a second, guys. I'm gonna go get my coffee. I forgot about my coffee. You don't want to wait. Just skip the video, guys. Alrighty, sorry for the wait, guys. Don't want to wait. Just skip the video. I'll be ending this part soon. Now, once I am done the video, I'll upload it on YouTube for you guys to watch. And all you people on the other side of the world will watch my video, obviously. And the ones who are sleeping or who are not, or who have a tough time sleeping, I'm saying, at night, you can watch my videos in the morning. Chances are they watch it when they wake up early in the morning, around 7 o'clock, whatever it is. There's some people who are nighters. There's some people who are nighters, or some people who have a tough time sleeping, like the celebrities, I'm saying. The ones who have tough time sleeping is you're stressed out and saying you can watch my videos when it gets uploaded in a couple hours from now. Yeah, you look at something crazy for the network in Hollywood. Something crazy. Yeah. I just like listening to that Bay on song. Because The world's gonna beg for forgiveness, but they're all left behind. Obviously, they get what they deserve. Obviously, you guys are gonna beg for forgiveness. It's the fame is so crazy that you guys are gonna beg for forgiveness. Ivan, please forgive me, man. I'll do anything just to see you in the public eye. Yeah, but you chose to separate me, my wife, and cause this mess and kill me. I gave her the warning. If you do this to me, you're also gonna pay when I'm king. You're gonna pay a price. You're gonna be abandoned from the glory of God. You're not saved. You're left behind. Yeah, so bad. It's my fame is so crazy, guys. That even Hollywood celebrities are gonna be affected by my fame. That's how crazy my fame is. My fame is so crazy it even affects the famous. It affects the Hollywood celebrities' fame. Yeah, like guys like Biebs and Timberlake and like Selena Gomez and Beyonce. Even those celebrities are gonna be affected with my fame. And those guys are famous people, man. And you know what I'm saying? Yeah. The average person will guarantee to be affected, and the famous in Hollywood are going to be affected too. The famous pro sport athletes are going to be affected. Yeah, because their fame is all small compared to my fame. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. VJ made that bang on Nissan because the first reason the world's going to beg for forgiveness, but it's too late. Peace out. The judgment of God is set upon the world. Obviously. Those Hollywood actors are also going to beg. Those Hollywood actors are going to beg these Zane's actors for word. Hey, can you give the team a good word about me? Can you give I Need You a good word about me in this movie? Yeah, they're all going to beg. When these actors go to events in Hollywood, all the Hollywood celebrities are going to network with them. Like, even the big actors, like the big A's, are going to network with the B.S. actors. You're going to see all those actors. Like, you're going to see Keanu Reeves. You're going to see Denzel Washington. You're going to see Will Smith. You're going to see Dwayne Johnson. You're going to see Tom Cruise. These are big actors. You're going to see Leonardo DiCaprio. You're going to see Liam Neeson. You're going to see what? You know what I'm saying? You're going to see all these actors. Ian McGregor, Henry Cavill. These are all big actors. These are all A-list actors. Yeah. You're going to see these actors begging all the Zane's actors for word. You're going to see all the B-list actors begging the Zane's actors for word too. Guys like Stephen Amell, Melissa Benoit, you know what I'm saying? Grant Gustin from Splash are all going to beg these actors for word too. Obviously. The biggest actors are really, really going to sincerely beg because they know if they're in my movie, it's going to launch their career. They're either going to be rising stars or A-list actors. Whereas the A-list actors are already successful. They just want to be in my movie. Yeah, I want to be saved and experience that glory with Ivan. They also know I can pay them more money than what Hollywood pays them. And they also want to get out of Hollywood. They'd rather work for me than work in fucking Hollywood because Hollywood's dirty as fuck, yeah. Don't hate me, Hollywood, I'm saying. That's not a big reason. The real reason is because they'd rather work for me than work in Hollywood. My company's better in Hollywood, yeah. That's the real reason. But there are other reasons too, obviously, right? Yeah. Obviously, they're all gonna beg these actors, right? And the third reason is all the actors who are in my movie are all gonna beg their asses off for me wanting to resign them. Because that's how boss me media are. My company is better than Skyscraper. See what I'm saying? Shut my cat here.